Hi, hope you guys are doing well. So today we'll be taking another step towards modeling. But if you're going to model anything, the first thing you need to know is how to add reference images to Blender. So the first thing I guess we're going to do is delete this default cube, and I'm going to click on 1 on my numpad to go into. Before we continue, please consider subscribing. Only 9% of you are actually subscribed. My goal is to reach 2.5k subs by the end of this year, and drop a like and a comment while you're at it. Front view, and then I'm going to click on Shift A. When I click on Shift A, there's this option of image. Now there are three types of images, but the most useful ones are this reference one and the mesh plane ones. So I'm going to be covering these two because the background is pretty much useless in my opinion. So I'm going to click on reference, and in my desktop I have this image of spots. So I'll just rename it to ref so that I can easily identify it and the difference between it and another, although the fact that it has this icon means that it is a reference image. And I'll just move it on the side, and then I'm going to click on Shift again, and this time I'm going to click on mesh plane, and again we're going to add into this same spots one, and I'm just going to move it into the front and then scale it just so we can see better, and I'll just name it as MES Mesh. You can rename it by double clicking on it. So the other thing I can do is this, because I want to show you the difference between these two. And then now if I'm over here while having my camera selected, and click on the 0 key, and I'll be seeing through my camera, and then I'm going to just go ahead and come out. So now my camera currently has these two objects. Now if I click on F12, this is how you render something on Blender. So if I click on something like F12 right now, you can actually see that there isn't anything at all. The third one, I think the actual one that's going to come out is, I think we need lighting, because my light is behind this. Now this one is a proper mesh. So again I'm click on F12, and now we can actually see it. Now, but we can't see the reference ones. That's it. That's the thing. That's the difference between the two. The reference one is actually just a reference. It's not going to render. It's not going to show in the render even if you want to. You can't even edit it by going to edit mode. You can actually mess around with its settings over here. Let's just say I want its opacity to be a little bit lower, like something like 0.5 or maybe 0.3. Typically people go from 0.3 to 0.5. Or you can actually make it show that on which orientation do you want it to show. Maybe you can want it just to show in front view. If I click on right here, this is the front view, or maybe you don't want it to be shown in other axis or only axis line. If I click on only axis line, as you can see, it's disappearing. We can't actually see it. So that's how you use the reference image. But this mesh plane one, now it's a proper mesh plane. Okay, you can edit it, you can scale it. Obviously you can scale it, but you can actually do stuff with it. There's a common technique where in Blender basically where you import an image in Blender and you model stuff with respect to that image on the mesh on itself. Basically this is for a reference point of view, but you can't manipulate it, but it is still useful. Or on the other hand, this is a reference where you basically can model on top of it, right on top of it, and it's actually a pretty good technique for beginners. So I'll see you in the next video, and please subscribe and like. Bye. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and watch another one of my videos, as that's how the YouTube algorithm works. It's a small channel and it won't cost you anything. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.